It's the 1070 Ti. I think it's safe to say that Nvidia is probably a household brand for most of you gamers out there. And today, they have given to us a 1070 Ti. Now, this is not a regular 1070 Ti that you have seen from brand partners out there, but this is directly from Nvidia, where they create all these hardwares for us to play all the games that we have been playing since we've been growing up. And this comes from the oven that bakes all these creative ideas. So with that, let's take a look at it. And there you have it. This is the 1070 Ti. And of course, they have provided us with a manual. Welcome to GeForce GT Gaming. Hopefully you can see this. And inside is our special edition premium badge. So you know that this came directly from Nvidia. Other than that, we have of course our support guides, our quick start guide, and then this is the 1070 Ti. Now, let's take a look at the inside. There you go. I present to you the Nvidia GeForce GTX 1070 Ti. Now, to some of you, this might look like a familiar design. That is because it is the same design as the 1080 that you've probably seen in our previous videos a long time ago. But this is the Founders Edition. So that's how you know that this is directly from Nvidia and not from any other brand partners out there. So with that, I will be right back as I bring over the 1080. So here you go guys, this is the GTX 1080 and this is the GTX 1070 Ti. As you can see, they have identical design profiles. In fact, even the ports on the back is the same. We have the DVI ports and of course we have the HDMI and the display ports at the bottom. Now I know some of you might be thinking, why do they still have the same design? Because this is the Founders Edition's design. So they do not want to strafe away from the design, but rather, if it's not broke, why fix it? So with that guys, I want to talk a little bit about the specs of these two graphic cards. When it comes to architecture, both these graphic cards are using the Pascal architecture from Nvidia. However, that's where the similarities stop, because when it comes to core count, the GTX 1080 has 2560 cores, whereas the 1070 Ti has 2432 cores. Moving over to the base and boost clock speeds, both of them have a base clock speed of 1607 MHz. However, when it comes to boost clocks, that's where it's slightly different, because the 1080 has 1800 MHz boost clock, whereas on the 1070 Ti, it is a bit more higher at 1900 MHz. Now when it comes to memory bandwidth, on the 1080 we have 320 GB per second. Whereas on the 1070 Ti, it is much lower, coming in at only 256 gigabits per second. Now this is probably due to the memory module that they are using, because the 1080 is actually using a GDDR5X memory module. However, on the 1070, it is only a regular GDDR5. So with that, let's take a look at what the benchmark has to tell us. Alright guys, we are back with the gaming benchmark. Now as you can see for yourself, we did the test on 3 games. The first game is Rise of the Tomb Raider, and there is not much difference when it comes to the frames per second. However, going over to For Honor and GTA 5, that's where we see quite a difference in the frames per second. The GTX 1080 produced 154 frames on GTA 5, whereas the 1070 Ti produced only 97 frames. So that's quite a drop in frames. The same can also be said for Honor, 147 frames on the 1080, whereas 83 frames on the 1070 Ti. Now, I do want to note that all these games are set to the highest graphic settings and are running on 1080p. Now moving over to temperature wise, for both the graphic cards, they have pretty similar ideal temperatures, where the 1080 has 39 degrees and the 1070 Ti has 37 degrees. However, when on load, both of them have the exact same temperature, which is 82 degrees Celsius. Now this is probably due to the fact that they both have the same design profile, so internally the thermals are also designed the same. So guys, there you go. That was the benchmark that we did comparing the 1070 Ti against the 1080. I know some of you might have this idea that it is a small difference, so why not just go for the 1070? Well, at the end of the day, it is still your choice, because the 1080 is running on a more advanced memory module, whereas this is running on just a regular everyday graphic cards module. And also, I guess Nvidia is giving you the option to get either the highest end or maybe something in between. And for those of you that want something in between that is a bit more cost effective, well then I guess the 1070 Ti will probably serve you very well.